You're listening to CJC Investigative Report with King Calvin Jones Jr. live on WCJC-db.
America's politics so broken? Is there a single cause? Are there solutions? Former Vice President Al Gore has some very blunt words about Washington's dysfunctions and corruption. There are a lot of people who look at the Trump administration and say, nothing is getting done, there's incompetence, there's chaos, but it has withdrawn from the Paris climate agreement. Scott Pruitt, the energy, the EPA administrator, has said that he intends to roll back as many of the Obama-era regulations as he can. We don't quite know what the Department of Energy is doing, but apparently they're also making efforts. How significant is this rollback that is taking place under the Trump administration? Does it worry you?
Yes, it does. Some of it is being stopped by the Congress. The so-called methane rule is defeated in the Senate. States are countermanding a lot of this, and local governments are as well. But they're trying to codify some of these destructive changes to eliminate environmental regulations. So Pruitt just announced that he wants to lift the rule preventing mercury and other pollution in waterways that feed drinking water supplies. It's really almost incomprehensible. But here is the good news, Fareed. There is a law of physics that often operates in politics as well. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. In reaction to Trump and his cadre of rogues gallery of climate deniers, there is a reaction now that is producing the greatest upsurge in climate activism and activism for better health care and so forth that I've ever seen. And we're seeing all...
It's like American politics is broken. It's so polarized, but also so dysfunctional. Nothing gets done. When you look at it and you think about your time in American politics, what do you think has happened?
Well, I think that our democracy has been hacked by big money long before Putin hacked our democracy. And I think the change is connected to a dramatic transformation in the media. This year, for the first time, aggregate advertising revenue on the internet surpassed advertising revenue on television in the broadcast satellite cable forums. The big advertisers still prefer television, but that too is beginning to change.
So you think social media might provide a way out of this bind?
I do. One of the reasons why the Republican healthcare legislation failed, of course, we credit John McCain.
Sense for you to run for president?
Well, I'm a recovering politician. And the longer I go without a relapse, the less likely one becomes.
for you. Would you hit the roller rink in stilettos? Yves Saint Laurent, YSL, just debuted these heels on wheels. The skates are made with snakeskin and sequins. The heel alone is 3 inches. Then you got the wheels. No worries, you could stop. There's a rubber stop under the platform in case you need to brake. The cost, nearly $3,000. Plus medical bills. I kid. While the president's away, the White House crew has a lot of work to do. There are some big renovation projects in the works. And a wanted fugitive is now behind bars thanks to you for calling in your tips. Now HLN's The Hunt with John Walsh needs your help again to catch another criminal. Today's Best West.
You're listening to King Calvin Jones Jr. Investigative Report right here on WCJC-db live.
Purchase your tracks today.
As I got older.
My thoughts on all this is like, man, from, the actual, CNN segment about Mr. Al Gore, putting out some true facts out there, when it comes to the planet. And he also mentioned in the actual, meeting with the people at CNN that, social media is where most of the mega advertisers are going, even though they're still advertising on television. If you heard a little earlier in the actual, recording that was given by CNN, that, he mentioned that those advertisers prefer, but, social media